something a little bit more serious, man. The Chicago, the Chicago murder rate has been going up consistently. Now, I don't have the numbers. I lived in Chicago for quite some time. I don't have the numbers. I know it was a very bloody 4th of July weekend. Even King Yella, the rapper, was saying that he's never seen this much bloodshed when he was in the city of Chicago, actively in the trenches, partaking in savagery. Now, of course, like I said, I didn't do the numbers, even though I think when drill music came out, like 2011 and 12, I thought that was the most dangerous part of Chicago history. I don't know. But today I thought to myself, I needed to talk on this, to touch on this subject. Now, a couple of days ago, I ran into a situation where I had to be in professional mode, man. I had to be Dr. Martin Luther Moses. Um, and I was getting very emotional. I was not very grounded in the interaction. It started off very well, but eventually, as things started to trigger me, as I started to speak on things that were getting me into my feelings, I realized that my coping mechanisms were not being utilized on my own uh, on my own in my freedom in my free time. And when you listen to anybody speak, whether they be from Jacksonville, whether they be from Atlanta, Miami, Houston, LA, the hood, Chicago, Seattle, wherever people might say they're from, if you ask them, why is the city so dangerous? Or why do you think this happens in your city? They say two things. They say, number one, because there's no jobs. And they say, number two, because the little kids, people don't have anything to do outside of their fathers and mothers not being able to financially sustain a life that is healthy. They don't have any healthy coping mechanisms. And you being able to work out and eat healthy green vegetables and fruit that has seeds in it, you being able to silence your mind and meditate, you being able to journal, you being able to get a specific healthy amount of sleep, you being able to study in peace, you being able to drink clean water, those are all important for you to be able to deal with life. If you can't work out, and your environment's not even quiet outside of just regular city noise, if you can't journal, if you can't read, you don't even know that you like to read because it's not even quiet enough for you to read outside of the little city traffic and the things like that that you could block out mentally just to read you a little book, whether that be something educational, whether that be something fictional. People don't have coping mechanisms, bro. Because the thing about it is, when you have healthy habits, when you have healthy, okay, I get home and then I'm gonna meditate for 15 minutes. I'm gonna be able to put my phone down. And after that, I'm gonna grab something to eat. Work out. After I work out, I'm gonna drink my protein shake and read this book. Just basic things that you should do on an everyday basis. People are not doing that. And the amount of people that are doing that, that have healthy, normal people habits, is very low, or people would not be getting harmed so freely and so frequently. Because when you start to feel angry, bro, when you work out on a daily basis, when you're not busting nuts everywhere, you can control yourself a lot better. When something makes you a little sad, the fact that you've been meditating every day, you'll be able to direct that energy. You'll be able to handle everyday people emotions. And you could say, well, these people grew up without a father. Okay, bro. A lot of people didn't grow up with a father. But the fact that you're not working out, the fact that you're not taking care of your mind, when you get angry, the first thing you want to do is go grab a gun. But we could just put the guns down and box. You shouldn't be putting your hands on people because they made you mad either, little girl. Keep your hands to yourself. But when you work out every day, when you get disrespected, when you feel angry, you're not so. It's you could control yourself better. You could speak more clearly. You could think more clearly. You could pause and ask somebody what they said or what made you say that instead of just popping off. When you're not having an unhealthy amount of interactions with the opposite gender and you actually control your urges on a daily basis, when you appreciate your body, when you take care of yourself, is what I'm saying. When you meditate, I'm not saying staring at the wall, trying to levitate. That's not what I'm saying as far as meditation. When you read, when you do everyday things, when you journal, when you get to the crib, bro, when you get to speak to the homies, sober minded, then you can control yourself a lot better. You can think of alternatives besides grabbing a pistol. You can think and speak greatness into your life. That's why all these rappers are getting harmed because they're speaking death into their lives, because they're manifesting all this money and attracting all these wonderful things, and they're spreading their seed and they're having all these partners. Don't you know that all of that is a part of a magical ritual? And then you're speaking death on top of why you're manifesting? That is called, I forgot what that's called. That's called, it's called, I'll think of it later. Confirmation, a confirmation loop. When you keep on achieving great things, when you keep confirming to yourself and confirming to the universe, okay, oh damn, I can manifest this money. Damn, I can manifest this clout. I can manifest these fans. I was just rapping about a Marys, now I'm wearing a Marys. I was just rapping about drinking whatever lean when I didn't even have lean. I was leanless. Now I just manifested lean in my life. Now I just manifested the bros. The bros didn't even want to be around me because I was broke. So you think you manifested all these things in your life, and now you want to talk about death? Are you stupid? You was just talking about all the thotties when you were thottyless. You didn't have thotties. You didn't have money. You spoke all this into existence. And then you think you're gonna speak about death after you just spoke all these good things into existence and death is not gonna come next? Are you stupid? That's why all these rappers are getting harmed. Because they're because they're seeing that I could manifest positive things, but then nah, not this. I could just say that I'm smoking his dead homie. I don't even really mean it. I do, but I don't. Say in my music. No, nigga, you can't just do that. Every time you speak, just pretend like it's a genie on your shoulder listening to everything. Okay? That's why the that's why the rate is so high. That's why so many people are getting harmed in Chicago, especially rappers. I think Chicago just lost like 5 rappers this week. Between today, what's today, Friday, and last Friday. Something like that. It's been crazy. It's been so many. I'm looking at the names and I'm thinking it's the same person. It's a different rapper. But anyway, let's move on. Now we got this topic of Carolyn Rodriguez, man. If you don't know who Carolyn Rodriguez is,